Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force. And if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
What I continually hear from running backs and offensive linemen is how often they're actually getting together to watch film so they can get in sync with each other, understand blocking patterns better, how a running back likes to cut, what he wants to do. And, boy, it all came together on that one.
That's one where they watch it and say, hey, we did everything we were supposed to do right there.
That looked like the play we drew up and designed. And then we got to see it unfold in real time.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Trey Flowers picks it.
And the Raiders are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First carry of the game for Zamir White.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The Raiders at 9-3 here on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense for the Vikings very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 23-yard line. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. Only needed 1 yard. He said, I'll get you more than that.
Yeah, yard, piece of cake, right? And if you're a defender, seeing the back of the jersey and being able to read his name, not a good thing. That means you're in chase mode. That didn't go well for them on that snap.
First down, here's White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And O'Connell now to throw.
And that's complete to Adams. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw, O'Connell.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now it's O'Connell. Tosses the out route here to Gallup. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. This is White. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. White. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Carlson able to put this one through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more. And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and 9. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The give is to McLaughlin, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Tyree Wilson getting back there in a hurry and handing him a loss.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw.
McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 42-yard line, here's a second down and 9. On the handoff, McLaughlin. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Looking to throw. McCarthy forced out to his left. That is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now second and 9. Back to throw. McCarthy. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it. And he gets it done.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
O'Connell to throw on second down. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
They'll go up the middle with White. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Here's O'Connell. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On third down, a run from White. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. They go right back to White here on first down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. To throw here, O'Connell. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go for it. O'Connell able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. Throwing. O'Connell. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
A good gain there on first down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. Throwing on 2nd down. Here's O'Connell. Touchdown! first half is winding down. And the Raiders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They run straight ahead here with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here. They stay on the ground with White. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Here's A.J. Cole now as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It's fielded at the 45. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Here's McLaughlin. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Going underneath. He's got Hawkinson. But I think the ball's out. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half. And that's a...
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. They'll run. It's McLaughlin. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. McCarthy. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now O'Connell. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Going right side is White. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Take it at the 37. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Off play action. McCarthy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Nate Hobbs. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
On 1st and 10, it's O'Connell. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Going with White here, toss left. And some strong running. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get in that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. White is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Opting to run again here with White. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll try to run the option here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's on his way. Touchdown, Vikings. Jaleel McLaughlin. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Escaping the pressure right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break, contain, and get out, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. The Raiders on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he